Hey everybody, welcome back to the season opener of Season 27. It's good to be back after that long 4-week extended off season. Good to be back competing with Super Andromeda Skrulls for War 1. We are matched up against GT40. They are a perennial Masters Alliance. Super skilled. We know it's going to be a good challenge as we lost to them pretty handily last season. So we'll try our best to shake off the rust and get back into competitive mode. To start off, we have 4 fights. Going to be a quicker war for us to get into the groove of things. We are on Pass 6 and Section 1. We have a Strike Back Aggression Fury, Dr. Doom, followed by Professor X with Power Focus 1 and Power Alternator. Then we hop over to Pass 6 in Section 2, where we have a Rage Hitmonkey with Enhanced Fury. I think we fought that once or twice last season. Then we have a Storm Pyramid X to end off our war. These are the attackers we're bringing in. We're bringing in Human Torch. He's at rank 3, Sig level 20. He's taken on the first 2 fights of the war, Dr. Doom and Professor X. Then we're bringing in good old trusty Archangel. He's at rank 3, Sig level 20. He's taken on the last 2 fights of the war in Section 2. He's taken on the Hitmonkey and the Storm Pyramid X. And to round out the team, we are bringing Magneto, House of X, just so we can take advantage of that pre-fight. And he's got a nice little synergy with Archangel as well. So here we go, first fight, Node 14, Strike Back and Aggression Fury. We got Dr. Doom. We are going to use our pre-fight using Flame On here. And our goal is to just clock in, clock out, and just make sure that we keep the tempo of the fight. We don't want to be in this fight for really long. If everything plays according to plan, we should be in here for about 20 to 30 seconds. This is the perfect matchup for Torch here. The biggest threat is missing parries, activating decks unnecessarily, fueling Mystic Dispersion, and then letting those passive furies add up. And the chip damage, just trying to keep that under control. But we're off to a really good start here. We nail all our parries, we were able to keep that quick tempo up, and he's pretty much dead here. Just have to make sure we finish out the fight strong. We do miss a parry, but that's okay. He's pretty much dead. 15 hits, and that fight is over in a flash. So that's a pretty good way to start Season 27, getting through cleanly. We aren't done with Human Torch, though. He does have to take this fight shortly after. Professor X, what we have to keep in mind here, just to parry his first medium, that is the only one that we can parry. Just to keep an eye on his channeling charges in case the fight goes a little bit longer. Once it hits 100, his special attacks will be unblockable, and this shouldn't really be an issue, but just make sure to be mindful of our temperature level, just because eventually we are going to be hit with a falter passive, and if our temperature is below 10, we will miss, and that's an easy way to give up a death, just by not paying attention. But really, that shouldn't be an issue. Professor X will fuel both my temperature and my smolder charges here. So here we go. I do have the combat regen boost going for the last fight. They're almost honestly in some points just more efficient than potions, but we're off to a good start here. We do remember that we should dash back and give him space so we can parry. Fires off his first special one, no worries, we can punish that, no problem. And at this point, we are just stacking smolder charges, and he's melting. We are almost halfway through the fight, and honestly, there hasn't been a threat here. We're back up to a full yellow bar of power, and we are almost out of this fight, 40 seconds in. Bait one more heavy, and he goes down, and that is the last fight that we needed Torch for. We are halfway through our war here. Pretty good start. As clean as I could ask for that first half. We are hopping over to Section 2, where we have a Hitmonkey on Node 28. That's Rage and Enhanced Fury. We took this a few times last season. Just have to make sure that we use the guidance boost from Magneto, House of X, so we can make sure all our parries stick. As per usual with Rage, I'm going to take out all points in offensive masteries. The Rage threshold here is 3,293. I don't think Archangel is going to hit that. I'm not boosted at all. I just have a health boost. I don't want to risk juicing up my attack and triggering Rage a bunch. But you're going to see here a pretty filthy roll of RNG. We're going to get 3 bleeds off our first heavy. And 3 neuros off our second. And this fight is pretty much over. I'm going to play really conservative here. I don't want to accidentally slip up and maybe eat a special 1 and have that cascade from there, especially when I have the fight pretty much in hand. And that's it in the blink of an eye. Our third fight is done. Our fourth fight here, I was a little bit worried. This is Storm Pyramid X on node 38 with Aggression Prowess and Power Focus 2. She is a high ground defender, so if the fight goes long, that may play a part. So the game plan here is just clench and pray that I get favorable RNG, because she's going to glance a ton of hits, and it's going to be pretty tricky to stick bleeds and get neuros. We've got to make sure that we bait her special 1, because all her specials will be unblockable. Because once she's at 6 or more prowess effects, not prowess buffs, her specials are unblockable, and that special 2 is lethal. So just got to make sure I stay disciplined in always baiting that special 1. I'm really comfortable dexing it, so there's no worries there. I just have to make sure I get 1 or 2 neuros on, and then just play patient from there, let that ticker down. Her health pool is really small. So I don't really expect high ground to play a big part in the fight, and if it does, I'm in big trouble anyways. So as you can see, sticking bleeds is pretty tricky here. She's glancing a ton of my hits. I still have yet to land a poison. There we go. We're able to land 2, and we only get 1 neuro, but that's okay. It's still doing a decent amount of work, kind of slowly melting her health down. I'm not getting cornered. I've got a pretty good rhythm with dexing her special 1, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. I would like to land a few neuros, and there's 2, and I know at this point this fight is over. I just need to make sure I bait her special 1, dex that cleanly, and I'll be completely safe. There we go, we close it out. She's just about to KO, and we get through that one. I think we got fairly lucky in the middle of that fight with RNG, but hey, end of the day, good to get through with the solo. So there's our 4 fights. Pretty smooth start to the war season. Fortunately, we do end up losing this. Definitely rusty from the off season. I believe the final score was 7-2. So awesome war to GT40. Well done. Y'all played super sharp. Hopefully we can pick it up for the rest of the season. We have 11 wars left, and that's a lot of wars to fight. So good to be back. Good luck with hope your start of the seasons went well, and we'll catch you for War 2. Thanks for stopping by.